Hey guys, it's Heather. So today I am doing my Sunday favorites. It is Monday, so happy Cyber Monday, and I hope you guys all had a great Thanksgiving. But I didn't get a chance to film over the weekend, and I did really want to talk about my favorite products for this past week. So it is Monday. I'm sorry it's late, but Thanksgiving week we had a lot going on, and Saturday I did try to sit down and film it, but my makeup was just not coming out right, and I was just not having a good makeup day. I wasn't in the mood to put makeup on, and it just was a disaster. So yesterday was Sunday, and my in-laws came over, and I took Grace to a birthday party. We didn't even get home until like 8 o'clock at night, and then it was, you know, or maybe, no, it was 7:30, and then we had dinner, and then it was bedtime routine and blah blah. So, but I didn't want to just skip it, so I wanted to share with you the products that I've been loving this week. And yeah, so let's go ahead and get started. So the first thing is a foundation. I am wearing it today, and also sorry about my hair. I know it's always a mess. I need to go get it cut. It's just not wanting to do anything and blah. Anyway, but I just didn't want that to get in the way of this video, so I just decided, what the heck, I'll throw it up like I always do, and we'll move on. Okay, so the first thing is a foundation, like I just said. It's what I'm wearing today, and it's what I've worn a few times over this past week, and it's the Maybelline Fit Me, and it's in 120. I believe this is classic, yeah, classic ivory. Now, I've had this in my drawer for quite a while, and I've heard mixed reviews about this product, but here this past week I have been so incredibly dry, and my face just feels like, I don't know, like all the moisture is sucked out of it. I know it's just the weather because it's just been so cold. My hands are dry. I mean, like, everything is dry. And I usually don't get this dry in the winter, but I mean, I have dry patches and I just feel like blah. And so I wanted kind of like a light coverage, just a light, very like, you know, lightweight, hydrating foundation. And so I picked this up, and I've really been loving it. It doesn't have the best coverage at all, but I like that because that's what I was looking for this week. Just a very light, just kind of even me out, and it does. It looks really good on the skin. It's very, very lightweight, and it's very moisturizing. So right now my face feels really soft. It doesn't feel like, you know, like everything's sucked in and just dry. So I've been really enjoying it this week. Like I said, not the best coverage. You can build it up to about a light medium coverage, at least on me, but I think it does a good job at covering. So I've been really loving it this week. So Maybelline Fit Me, and I'm in the shade 120. Okay, so a powder that I've been loving, or kind of like, it's kind of like a two powder. This is my Hourglass Ambient Lighting palette, and I've been loving it this week. I've basically been using dim light all over the face to set my foundation, and that's what I have it on today. It's been giving me kind of a hydrated, dewy look. And then I've been taking incandescent light and setting my under eyes, and I've just been loving that. I thought at first it was going to be too sparkly, but it's really not. It sets underneath the eyes really nicely. It doesn't cause my foundation or my concealer to seep into the fine lines. It doesn't accentuate the fine lines. So I've been really, really happy with this. So I've been really, really happy with this palette this week. So I've been loving that. I got it last year, I believe, and I've just kind of been, it's just kind of been sitting down in, you know, the area that I store it in. And this week I've just picked it up and I've been loving it. Okay, so a bronzer that I want to talk about is the Smashbox bronzer in Sun Kissed Matte. I have the Suntan Matte one, and this one's just a little bit lighter, and it's really beautiful. It's very soft. I'm wearing it today as a bronzer, and I just really, really like it. It's just, I don't know, it's just a really soft, light. It does have a hint of warmth to it, but I wouldn't say it's orange. I mean, I love it. It's like I said, I'm bronzing with it all week, and I just really like it. The other one is a little bit more on the browner side, but I just seen this and I wanted to give it a try because I knew it was a little bit lighter. And like you see when you blend it out, it just gives you that really nice bronzy effect. So really been loving that this week for my bronzer. And then I've had a couple blushes. The first blush that I've been loving is my Becca Sweet Pea, and I talked about this in my haul. I said I was waiting on it, and I always go to the wrong end to open it, but this is just a beautiful kind of rosy nude blush, super, super pigmented, and I've just been loving it. It's very, very neutral, and like I said, it's just a rosy nude, and I love it. It has like a hint of sheen to it, but it's just beautiful on the cheeks. I've been wearing this a lot. And if I haven't been wearing that, what's on my cheeks today is Bobbi Brown's blush in Desert Pink. I recently picked this up at a CCO. I don't own any Bobbi Brown blushes, and I've heard so much hype about them, so I wanted to give one a try. And the CCO had a lot of Bobbi Brown blushes, but a lot of them were really sparkly or like really dark, and this one just seemed like the perfect neutral pink, and it's right there. So as you can see, it's a lot more pink than the Sweet Pea. Sweet Pea has a lot more rose brown to it, but this is just a matte pink medium blush, and like I said, it's what's on my cheeks. I've been loving this. I wore it on Thanksgiving. I've worn it several times. I'm wearing it today. I just love it. So Bobbi Brown Desert Pink is beautiful. Okay, so not too much left. I always say that. So the next thing is I'm going to talk about eyeshadows. So what's on my eyes today, and basically what I wore in my, or at Thanksgiving, is my Lorac Mega Pro. Now I know I've talked about this and I know it's hard to get, it's pretty much gone, but I just wanted to share with you in case you have a similar color in your collection. Basically this week all I've been using is Dusty Plum. I am freaking obsessed with this color. Like I said, it's what's in my crease today. I have it mixed with a little bit of brown, but I've been loving it and smoking it on my lower lash line. It's absolutely stunning. This is just a beautiful, like, plummy, neutral. Oh, it's absolutely stunning. It's right there. I love this color. So if you have a similar like plummy kind of brown neutral color, definitely pull it out. It's so stunning. It's just, I mean, like I said, it's what's on my eyes and I'm absolutely in love with it. So I don't want to keep going on and on about my Mega Pro because I know a lot of you have said you couldn't get it, but I just wanted to share that with you because it's truly what I've been loving this week, and I've just been loving that Dusty Plum color. So if you guys know of any Dusty Plum colors from any brand, definitely list it down below because I would be interested in checking it out. I've never really been kind of like a plummy eyeshadow person, but I've just been loving it this week. I don't know what it is. It's just beautiful. So definitely a hit for me. And then if I haven't been wearing that, let me wipe some of these swatches off because I'm getting covered here. If I haven't been wearing Dusty Plum, I've been reaching for my Makeup Geek shadows, and there's three in particular that I have been loving. And right here it's Purely Naked, which is right there, and then I've been loving, which I believe this is called Frappe. Yeah, Frappe, which is right underneath it there, and then this one is Latte. Yeah, Latte right there. I have been loving these shadows together. They are just very neutral, but oh so beautiful, so pigmented. I've just kind of been mixing them together and just kind of creating a brown soft smoky eye, and I love it. So this has definitely been my other eyeshadow combo. I just smoke it all out and blend those all together, and it's absolutely stunning, and smoke out my lower lash line, and I love it. So those three shadows, Purely Naked, Frappe, and Latte, have been where it's at for me this week. I love it. So definitely a favorite. Oh, I can't close these palettes today. What is wrong with me? Getting like makeup all over me. Oh. Okay, so an eye primer, which I guess I could have done this before, has been my NARS, what is this called? Pro Prime Smudge Proof Eyeshadow Base. Love it. I've used so many of these. I recently got another one in a Sephora bag, I believe. So I've been busting it out and I love it. I need to purchase the full size because it just keeps my eyeshadows on all day. It gives them the most pigment. It's just an amazing eyeshadow base. I love it. So definitely a hit for me. Okay, a lip kind of moisturizer has definitely been my Soft Lips, and I don't know what these are called, but this is the, I think it's the pomegranate one, and it's just like the little ball. This is like so freaking hydrating, and I may have talked about this before, but I've been really loving it this week because my lips, they don't get really like crusty dry, but they do get a little bit drier, and trying to put some certain lip products on it, you just need to hydrate. This has definitely been amazing. So it keeps your lips like hydrated. It keeps them moist for hours and hours. I love it. So definitely check this out at your drugstore. I believe they have this one, and I've seen a mint one, but I picked up the pomegranate. It doesn't say what's on here, the name of it. I mean, it doesn't say it anywhere, but I know this was pomegranate something, and they had a mint one. So definitely a hit for me. Now, lip products that I've been loving, if I'm wearing this Dusty Plum eye, I've been loving MAC Soar, which I showed in my haul, and it's just a beautiful kind of pinky rose neutral. And then I've been pairing it with a Bobbi Brown lipstick that I recently got at a CCO in Desert Rose. I've never owned a Bobbi Brown lipstick. This is a beautiful, really beautiful rose color, and I love it with Max Soar. So as you can see right there, it kind of has a hint of mauve to it. It's just stunning, and they're so creamy. This is the Rich Lip color. Yeah, Rich Lip color in Desert Rose. So I've been loving it. This combo, it's what's on my lips. I love this combo. So definitely a hit for me. And then if I'm wearing the Makeup Geek shadows, I've been loving my Lorac Alter Ego lipstick in, this is in CEO. Dang, I have used this. It's all like, ugh, but I love it. It's just so beautiful. This is a really beautiful Kylie Jenner kind of rosy brown with a hint of mauve. Oh, it's so stunning. Definitely has more of a brown undertone, but I love this lipstick. It's beautiful. I usually just pair it with Max Whirl, so that's been my go-to combo if I'm wearing the Makeup Geek shadows. If I'm wearing the the Dusty Plum shadows, I like this lip combo, which I just love it. So those have definitely been favorites for me. Now, a couple of products that I want to talk about is about hair, which I know, like, I'm the last person you want to hear about hair from, because look at my hair. I went to my brother's girlfriend, who is a hairdresser, and I was telling her basically my problems, and she was like, well, if you don't want to cut it, she's like, I would just let it keep growing out and just getting trims. And she recommended this Kenra Hot Spray, Firm Hold Heat Protection Spray in 20. I love this stuff. This is amazing. It's almost like a light hold hairspray, but it protects up to 428 degrees, gives hair a firm hold for up to 60 hours, including high humidity conditions, and it says it's uniquely formulated to increase shine and prevent thermal damage, allows a clean release from styling tools. So basically you just put this into your dry sections of hair, and then you either go over it with your flat iron, your curling iron, any basically hot tool. And this is amazing. It basically, it just kind of like firmly holds it. So like when I go over it with the straightener, like my hair actually stays in that spot where it's not like poofing out. And I don't find, like, I straightened my hair for Thanksgiving and my hair didn't poof out at all. It just really stayed nice and sleek, and I loved that. So because my hair is very thick and I have to get it thinned out and textured, and I haven't been to the hairdresser in, I believe, almost a couple months, so it's definitely time overdue to go. But I just, every time I go, it always ends up shorter, or I just can't find that one hairdresser that I love. So that's why I've just been trying everything I can at home to work with what I got. So this has definitely been a hit. I got this at Ulta, and I believe it was like 20 bucks, but it's really, really good, and I just love it. So I definitely wanted to mention it. So I really am grateful that I asked her, because I was just like, what in the world? Now, flat irons. I used to use a Chi for like years, and I always had issues with the Chi. Like the cord would come undone or it wouldn't turn on. I just went through so many of them, and I got pretty much fed up with it. Then I got a Paul Mitchell one, and my mom gave it to me, and she had it for a while, and so it kind of stopped. I mean, it just didn't seem like it was like hot like throughout the whole plate, you know what I mean? So like some of my hair would get straight, and some of it just, it was just a nightmare. So I was talking to my brother's girlfriend again, and she recommended, which I have it in my little handy dandy container here. My mom gave me that a long time ago. She recommended Hot Tools, and a Hot Tools flat iron. So I was at Ulta, and they had all kinds of Hot Tools, and they ran from like $59 to like $79. The newer ones, I think it has like, it's digital, where this one has a dial that you turn, and basically it gets up to 430 degrees, and it's supposed to have like some kind of pulse technology where the iron stays hot basically throughout the entire thing, to where you can get a nice consistent, you know, swipe. I don't know. I'm like trying to think of words here. So they had one on clearance, and I believe it was $60. And I was going to get it. I think it was this exact same one. I was going to get it, and I was like, no. I was like, I'll just use the Paul Mitchell one. I'm going to think about it. So we went over next door to TJ Maxx, and they had this one there. It was the same one that Ulta had right next door for $59.95. This was $19.99. I was like, okay, I'm grabbing it. 20 bucks for a Hot Tools for like a $60 flat iron, because I believe this one, it said it was originally $69.95 and they had marked it down to $59.95. But I got this at TJ Maxx for $19.99, and I love this flat iron. I have never used a Hot Tools tool before, but it's so like, your hair is so shiny, and it gets, I mean, it gets like really straight. Like I had to kind of like start bending it at the ends because it was getting it way straight. I haven't had a flat iron do that in forever. So yeah, it's amazing. So if you see these at your TJ Maxx or Ross, definitely don't hesitate to pick it up. I mean, especially when you can get it for $19.99. I mean, that's like cheaper than what you would get a Conair one at Walmart, you know, and I'm not saying those aren't good, but this gets hotter than the Chi iron does. It gets up to 430 degrees. I just love it. So it's nice and smooth. Definitely recommend it. So I'm not going to go on and on about it, but I definitely wanted to mention it because I was blown away at how my hair looked. It was wonderful. So I hope you guys all had a great Thanksgiving. We sure did. So I'm gonna go, but I was determined to get this video up for you guys. I will come back with a tutorial. I do want to do my Makeup Geek look for you guys because I wore it so many times this past week. And yeah, so I'm gonna go, and I will talk to you guys very soon. Bye.